Hello, my planner pals, and welcome back. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. Today, I want to share with you some kind of tips and tricks on how to use circle stickers, but with a difference. So if you've watched some of my unboxings and haul videos, you will see that I always buy these. The little kind of, I think they're like, 3/4 inch diameter circle stickers. Now, usually I'll buy the Avery ones. These were from Target. I buy them from Dollar Tree. I buy them from everywhere. And you get a ton in a packet. Okay, now, they come in all kinds of colors, including primary, some brights, but also in metallics. I hope you can see that. So these are kind of a silver, you've got a peach, a bronze, a gold, and kind of a mint green, mint blue green. They come in all kinds of colors. They also come in clear. They come in white too. So I wanted to show you just a few ways that you can use these. And I have used these on a couple of my spreads before. I've used these, and I wanted to just show you just a couple of ways that you can use them. I'm going to use these bright ones so you can actually see what I'm doing. I just want to quickly show you the first way that you can use these, and that is to redate your planner. Now, again, you can use white. It doesn't have to be bright pink. You redate your planner, you use your pen. Let's just say that's the 15th. I don't know. I'm just picking a number out of my bum there. So you redate your planner, you use those. Now, the other way that you can use them is in your monthly spread. You can use them to redate your monthly spread. And my preferred way to do that is to take the little quarter stickers, because typically your monthly spread, and I'm just going to show you down here just so that I'm not typically, okay, no, they're usually up in the corner, aren't they? Sorry. Just let's say that you have your monthly spread, your boxes here. You can white out that bit, and then you come in with your little quarter boxes and you put those in there. You put those in. I actually did this on a spread recently, the one that I used the Dollar Tree vinyl with. And then you can come in and put your new dates in afterwards. But that's a couple of ways that you can use them to redate your planner spreads. The other way that you can use them for the top of your page, which sometimes can look nice both ways. Where's my whiteout again? If you're wanting to redate, or if you don't mind about the top of the page, I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can do it, because why not? Is that you can take them. I like to cut them in half on the sheet because then I'm not losing any. Now you can bring yourself a little border along one edge, and this can be the top, it can be the bottom. You can do a little border along like a scallop there. Now again, you could also do it this way and use it that way as an accent to the top of the page. And I bought these specifically so that you will be able to see clearly what I was doing. Because sometimes they kind of get lost, especially those metallics. It's hard to notice them, but it just gives you a nice pop either around the edge. That could be along the bottom. It could be anywhere on the page. Now this also works right here. So maybe you're using them as kind of a washi effect, and you use them here. I'm going to do one more because I want it to come across the boxes there. But it just gives you a nice little accent at the bottom of a box. And if you had a double box there with a nice scalloped edge, that can look kind of cute. So that's also a way that you can use them. Another way that you can use them is you can take your circle, cut a little edge off the end, and you can just add them as an accent to a box, to the side of a page. So if you had a box on the page, you could do that the same thing. You use that same sticker, you could bring it to the edge. I'm hoping you can see that. Yep, you can bring that to the edge. You could bring it inside the box. You could bring it to the top. You could bring it to the bottom. You can kind of play with the sticker there. I'm going to put that one to the side there so you can just see how you can use that. Other ways that you can use these little stickers is they don't have to be the color that they come in. They do not have to be the color that they come in. If you have a permanent marker, and I have Sharpie, I've got metallics. Where are all my Amazon Basics? Got the Amazon Basics, and you just come in color them to suit whatever you need in your spread. And if you have kind of like the pigment markers, then you can also use those, acrylographs or anything like that. These are so old. They may not cover completely. You could use your metallic pens. And again, I'm thinking Sharpies and things like that are going to work best. But you can use your metallic pens, and now you've got metallics to go with your spread. So don't think about them having to be the color that they are here. They can be a completely different color, and then you use that on your spread, and you use that on your spread. Okay, so don't think about them having to be the same color. They can change colors. So the other thing that you can do is you can make yourself like a snaky, I call it a snaky washi. Coming across the middle, just overlap them slightly. And use that as your accent piece. If you have like a bright spread, or if you have them in the color of your spread, of course, that always helps, then that's a great way to add a little color to your page. Okay, the other thing that you can do is similar to this. You can create your own boxes, and you can do that by taking some of the pieces, and I've just cut some here. I've cut some in half, I've got some full, and I've cut 1/4. And you think about your own box here, and I want this to be a polka dot box. So I'm going to take some of the dots and just bring them around inside the box and make my own polka dot box. This is a really easy way to add a lot of color to a spread, and this is one of my favorite ways to use these. And there is a challenge for the week of the 16th for polka dots. That's a plannable challenge, and this super easy way to make some patterned boxes on your spread. And if you don't have, again, you don't have them to match your spread, color them a different color to match. It doesn't have to be this color. Okay, so the other thing that you can do, oh, I don't have another bit there. Okay, so the other thing that you can do is you can do that same thing, the same idea here, and you can take it all the way across this. Now you can do it with the same color, you can do it with different colors, and just as you kind of would with a patterned paper or something like that, you'll take them all the way across, and then you'll come in and fill in little gaps here so that it brings everything together. So you can use them kind of like a big patterned paper. Now I absolutely love that. It's one of my favorite ways to use it. If you've got pink boxes, you can just slap some pink boxes on there, or black or green or whatever your color scheme is, and you can use them that way. And that could be here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be down the sidebar. Think outside the box. Another way that you can use these, thinking outside the box again here, I'm going to again cut them in half. If you're doing a to-do list, and this works great on the big planners or on the sidebar, if you're doing a to-do list and you want bigger bullets, then this is a great way to get bigger bullets and just have them down the sidebar. You just need to leave a little gap between, and then you have a little sidebar of bullets. And again, they don't have to be that thick. You can cut them down even more and just give yourself a little sliver of a bullet rather than a big one. So it's barely peeking out from the edge of the box. Sometimes that's all you need. If you had that one there and then the other side had the green dots here, that might be all you need to bring a spread together. And think about it. I've used 1, 2, 3, let's say I've used 4 right here. Even if I wanted 3 of those, that's 3 sheets. I've got all of these left to make another spread or to use them for redating. Like, they're super cheap, guys, and they're a really great way to add a lot of pop to your planner. And think about the colors. Even though these are kind of really bright, these aren't. These aren't. The yellow in this is completely different to the yellow in this. This is more of a very neon color, and this is more subdued. So they don't have to be totally in your face colors. I just kind of chose these so you could see clearly the kind of things that I'm talking about. Now, the other thing that you can do with these, and especially, where are they? Especially these ones, is that you can put them down anywhere and you can use them as a mood tracker. You can use them as a mood tracker. Boom, done. Right? And then you can put like happy. Use them as a mood tracker, and they don't have to be yellow. You don't have to use yellow. You can use any color that you feel like using. You can use a blue one and come along with a white pen or a metallic pen. And then you have your mood tracker in a different color. Just make sure that you'll give that chance to dry before that you close your planner. The other thing that you can do, and you can kind of see it already happening here, is that you can create a little scalloped box. I hope you can see that that is kind of, if I carried that on, let's do it. Why not? If I carry that on, I get a scalloped box. Looking for more stickers. And these are just a few ideas. You get to choose what you're doing. And I'm just doing this haphazardly. I'm not taking my time. You would clearly take more time than I am here. You would clearly take more time than I am here. Oops, run out. But you can make yourself a little scalloped box as your accent. And then you can just white out this line and then do your journaling. Perfect. And that doesn't have to be the full 2 boxes. I could have just put these right in here and just had them as a regular vertical box. I just like the look of the double box more than the single when I'm doing this, because that just looks a little squished. Squished is the technical term for that. So this is my favorite way to use them. This is my favorite way to use them. that is my favorite way to use them. But this is also one way that I love to use them, because that is startlingly amazing when it's all the way across your spread. And it doesn't have to be all the way. Maybe you only do that many. Maybe you only do that many. Again, think about it being this. Think about it being this. It could even, if you have a day that is super busy, maybe you just want to do the whole of that day rather than the vertical. Rather than the horizontal, you do the vertical. Think outside the box. I am loving this, and that might be what I do for next week. A pink and black polka dot spread. That is one of my favorites. But what else? How else could you use these? They could be, if you have the green ones, think about what is green. What is green? An apple is green. Cherry is red, right? Do you see where I'm going with this? Think about what they are. Think about the shape. So you can do it in quarters, you can do it in halves, you can do it in full circles. If you have the metallics, moon, moon, moon. Period. And again, if you're doing silver, you also have the option to cut it. And now you have your moon phase. Oh, can't see that. Now you have your moon phase. Right? So if you're doing your moons, you can do it as moon phases. And if you're doing that, if you're into cutting up your stickers, now I've got a little, I'm going to just trim that a little bit to make it a bit even, more even. Oh, that kind of worked. Now, I hope you can see this. That's like a petal on a flower. So now maybe I come in and I use them as petals on a flower. Okay, let me just do that so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you by cutting it out here. Hopefully you can see that. You just come in, you cut around that, cut around the other side. Except for you would take way more care than I just did. And then you have a little flower petal that you can put and make your own flowers. And you can do that exactly as I've done here, and you do your own little flowers. You can do it as I've done here, and each one is a flower. And the great thing is you already have the middles. You already have the middles, guys. So yeah, just think outside the box. What else is round? What else is round? Oh, terrible straight lines. Now they're Christmas ornaments or lights or something like that. And again, you're thinking about flipping them upside down, just as you would with regular circles. Let's add some orange on here too, as I don't have orange. Now they're balloons. Think outside the box. They could be beach balls, bowling balls, snooker balls. They could be anything, anything. If you're a gamer like we are, yellow. And if you're already there, then let me know. How cute would a blackout spread be? You know you're a child of the 80s when. Oh, and let's do it properly. Because there was always the little big pellets. Right? It's a Pac-Man. Think outside the box, guys. All right, I think that is it for right now. I hope this gave you some inspiration on how to use these super cheap, very affordable, because these ones specifically were from Target, and I think they were under $1.50. There might have been $1.20 for 300 stickers. So I've got 100 of each color. Look how many spreads I'm going to get out of that. So there's tons of ways to use these. And I hope this just gave you a little bit of insight into how to use these. They're super cheap. Use them. Use them. Seriously, they're such a budget-friendly way of expanding your sticker collection. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed it and you found it informative and useful. If you did, then consider giving me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and maybe consider sharing. I'm just saying, like maybe somebody else will benefit from these little tips and tricks on how you can save money by buying office supplies for your planner. All right, I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye! And also, I want you to give me some feedback. What other types of things would you like me to show you how I would use? All right, let me know in the comments down below.